for listening to this Life Lesson Friday episode of the Confidence to Health podcast. Today's topic is in regards to consistency and compounding and what happens in our lives when we allow those things to take hold. And I say we allow them to take hold because a lot of people think that what I do as an athlete takes a lot of discipline, takes a lot of commitment. I heard those things from people that saw a newscast that went out about one of the events that I did. Newscaster wanted to cover my performance. And so at the grocery store, I actually had somebody who was in their front yard as I ran by their house who said, "Hey, I saw you. Dude, the discipline and commitment that you've got is amazing. Keep it up." And yes, success takes discipline and commitment. I'm not going to like ignore those things. But a lot of times people think it's the discipline and commitment to the goal. In reality, it's the discipline and commitment to doing the little things on a daily basis that then get you to the goal or get you to the success that you want to see. And so it's what are you doing on a daily basis is whatever you're doing is compounding into one direction for what you want out of your life. Or what you don't want out of your life. If you're doing the negative things or you're not doing the right things, those things are compounding too. And we see this all the time in people's health when it comes to chronic diseases. Chronic diseases are not something that just pop up one day. It's a compounding effect of making little decisions along the way for years, but you're making those decisions on a daily basis where one change somewhere down the road could completely change the trajectory of your health and your longevity, both positive or negative. And so what we've got to look at is what are we doing on a daily basis consistently? Because it's the things that we do consistently that then start to compound and the results show in the end. And one of the things that I saw recently was, Warren Buffett, most of his wealth he acquired after the age of 50. And if you think about it, I think he's 95 or he's in his 90s. And so he's had almost double his life from when he was 50. He's another 45 years down the road. And he had some wisdom that he earned by 50. And then he started compounding on that wisdom and has grown his wealth exponentially. And so we can't discount what we do on a daily basis because it's getting us somewhere. It's either getting us where we want to go or it's getting us where we don't want to be in the future. And when we think about all the time that we're working from when we get out of high school or college until we retire, all that time is building to having a retirement and having a life and having the end of our golden years, quote unquote, be what we want them to do and be able to do whatever we want. But if we don't compound correctly during that time frame, those years are going to be dictated by poor health, poor wealth. Like we're not going to be able to do what we want because there's other factors that are going to be in play when we get there. And most of those things are things that can be controlled by simple daily decisions that we're at right now in our stage of life. If we're in our 20s to our 60s, simple daily decisions that we're making, that if we make the correct ones consistently, it doesn't have to be all the time. It doesn't have to be every single day. It doesn't have to be perfect decision making. But if we make consistently good decisions that are heading us in the right direction for health, wealth, personal freedom, social freedom, like whatever it is that we're looking for, relationships, as long as we're heading in the right direction, it becomes a lot easier to achieve those goals. But it's going to be hard to get to the end and make massive changes in your life to try and overcorrect everything that you did if you did things in with negative consequences for decades before you got there. So it's a lot easier to change what you're doing today if you need to start consistently doing and pick one thing at a time. I've had multiple people on the podcast that have said that are like, just start with one simple thing that you can change on a daily basis. Once you get that one nailed down and it's consistent, then you can change another one, and then you can change another one. And just one little thing a day, and then that starts compounding, and you'll see massive changes in your life based on making those little changes. And so the consistency to continue to do it every day allows the compounding to continue to happen as you go through years and decades, until you hit retirement or whatever it is that you're looking for later in life. So that's the Life Lesson Friday for this episode of the Confidence Through Health podcast. And thank you for joining.